Good morning, happy Thursday. It is Thursday, November 5th, and we are out of Mercury retrograde, and the moon is helping us clear everything out as it wanes. And at this point, we are through the election. Since I am doing all of these on Sunday, no clue how that all panned out. But I also know that a lot of you that watch are not necessarily from the United States, and you're like, why does she keep bringing that up? It's been a big deal here. It affects a lot of energy, because when America's up in arms, it kind of affects it. That's a lot of people to be affecting, the energy and vibe of the planet. So hopefully at this point we are moving on, moving through, and finding a sense of balance again. All right, so let's see what Spirit has to say today. For our greatest and highest good, what do we need to know? Okay. 10 of Wands comes up first. I am in love with these cards. They are so pretty. The 10 of Cups, reversed. Interesting. We have two 10s. 10s are completion. And then the 7 of Swords. Okay, and then let's see what the Celebrate card goes with that. I feel like I'm going to have to pull a couple extra cards for some clarification. I don't know why. Usually these come together pretty quick. And Celebrate Solitude. So I feel like this is pointing kind of to some internal conflict. And because the first card is the 10 of Wands, which you can see the guy carrying all the wands all by himself. And this is when someone feels like they are bearing the burden of a lot. They are carrying a lot on their shoulders, and they're not really asking for help. And sometimes as a result, you get that 10 of Cups reversed means I feel like you're not able to find that joy that comes with the 10 of Cups. It's disrupted joy. It's not being fulfilled, not attaining that goal of, it's like kind of like, okay, I'm working, I'm doing all these things, I'm carrying the load, and I'm still not happy. I'm still not finding joy. And it forces you to kind of look at what you're doing. It forces you to question, why are you doing this? And the 7 of Swords can literally mean a theft. It can be someone taking something from you that doesn't belong, or someone hurting you that had no right. And you're more than likely not going to get an apology. You're probably not going to get back what you've lost. And this Solitude card tells me that this is an internal conflict, and that you're gonna have to spend some alone time kind of reevaluating and thinking, what is it? Like, why am I bearing all this burden? I'm not happy with doing it. Some people like to do things because it brings them joy. People do what works for them. And when it's no longer working, it's no longer happy, it's no longer appreciated, or you don't feel like it's worth it, it's just not working for you anymore. What is it that you need to get rid of? What is it that, this could be okay, let me see if I can give a scenario here to kind of create a bigger picture. So let's see. If I were doing this as a one-on-one reading with someone, I'd say lock your doors. You work really hard for the things that you work for. You work really hard. You bear the burden. And this 7 of Swords is really concerning to me, because it's saying somebody taking something from you that doesn't belong to them, that you've worked for, and that's created a sense of disrupted joy and kind of left you by yourself. That could be a relationship. You carry the burden in a relationship. Somebody comes along and just screws it all up, and it creates this disrupted joy, and you find yourself by yourself. So, I mean, it's just that overall vibe. So I would say that just kind of keep an eye out for things that you work hard for, and also maybe ask yourself, why do I bear this burden? Why do I do this if I'm just going to get disrupted joy and people are going to take advantage of me? Oh, there we go. People are just going to take advantage of me anyway. Who am I doing this for? Who am I really doing this for? And maybe take some time by yourself. Ladies or gentlemen, I don't care. Spa day. Take the day where you're not sitting on your phone dealing with people and you're not giving and bearing the burden of all the work. Because it's just not working for you. People are taking, they're taking, and they're not thanking you. They're not giving you the credit that's due. And maybe it's time for you to take a step back and go, you know what? I need some me time. You all can, the world will not end if I have time to myself. So I'm interested to hear your thoughts on this reading, and to see how it applies to some of you. Because like I said, that can go so many different scenarios, but it's that overall feeling of giving and bearing that burden, and it's thankless and you're not happy. So why do it anyway? I had an aunt, well, I still have an aunt, years ago that I will never forget. It was a really important lesson as a child for me, that she quit sending birthday cards, and she would always send birthday money. And that was like, it wasn't like a gazillion dollars, like $10-15, because she had a lot of nieces and nephews. But we were really bad about, we loved it, we accepted it, we looked forward to it every year, but we were really bad about not thanking or sending a thank you card. And that was I just remember like getting a letter from her at one point saying, we've sent, I've sent this, I've sent that. I was older. I was an adult by that point. She said, I quit sending money and I quit sending things because I just felt like I worked really hard for what I had and I was happy to share it, but it just felt thankless. And like it just wasn't appreciated. So then there was no joy in that anymore. And it wasn't that she wanted all the glory and she wanted to be praised. That's not her at all. But when you do work hard for something and you make the effort to do something to bring joy to someone else, and they're just like, oh, cool, and they just expect it, and there's no thank you, there's no reciprocation. And again, she's not the person that was giving just so she could get the thank yous necessarily, but she felt like it was falling on deaf ears. And that was a hard lesson to learn, because I absolutely adore this aunt. She and I look an awful lot alike too. It's kind of creepy. And I now, as an adult, I get that. So I feel like with this reading, maybe take that time to be thankful. Has someone been generous to you? Has someone given to you and like really had to sacrifice a lot? Has given of themselves somehow to you, and have you taken it and been like, cool, just kind of expected that's what they do, but you have not reciprocated or you have not said thank you. So maybe you should send them to the spa. Think about that. That's a good point. I need to contact that aunt. I probably need to call her today. I think I'm going to do that. So, all right. Thank you all for tuning in again. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Share. I feel like we have, Dana and Angie and I all have really unique messages, but at the same time, we're just trying to tell you what Spirit wants you to know, and would love to start seeing our stuff being shared more often. No shame in being a fan. So, just teasing, kind of. So, have a fantastic day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.